Bully is a game that contains a ton of unused content, ranging from cutscenes, missions, characters, music, vehicles, weapons, and so much more. And like many other games by Rockstar, Bully is a goldmine of removed content, a lot of which have either been recently discovered or will no doubt be discovered as time goes on. And despite the original game being released in 2006, avid fans are still making new beta discoveries. So in keeping up with the holiday spirit, here are 5 cut Christmas features in Bully. And joining me in this video to tell you about some of these features is the one and only Mr. Saints Godzilla 21. Let's begin.
At number 1, we have Christmas presents. As you all know, Jimmy receives a very ostentatious reindeer sweater from his dear unnamed mother.
Hello, miss.
Oh, there you are, Jimmy. I'll make this quick. Your mom has sent you a Christmas present.
Just great.
I know. You are very lucky your mom is so nice. You may go now.
Elegant to say the least. But this was not the only type of Christmas gift Jimmy was meant to receive.
Tell you something, Pete. This place blows.
Following the introduction cutscene, a group of students were meant to be overheard talking about Christmas presents scattered around the map.
So, Harrington House has purchased presents for the student body.
That's really nice.
To make it a little more interesting, we've hidden them all around town.
Whenever I go outside, I get beat up. And snowballs thrown at me. I hate winter.
The risk-reward ratio only adds to the enjoyment, my young poor friend.
And just like the rubber bands, G&G cards, and garden gnomes, the player was going to locate and smash the gifts to unlock something. What kind of something, you might ask? Who knows? All we know is that they contain something, and thanks to a beta version of Bully Sweg has, we also know that destroying them would have made them emit this visual effect. Although the model, visual effects, and dialogue for this unused collectible remain in the game files, there doesn't seem to be any other leftovers.
Number 2. Store music. Don't you just love the annoying, repetitive, bland, and overplayed music that seems to be plaguing any store you find yourself in at this time of year? No? Well, then you might be glad to find that this did not make it into the game. Throughout Chapter 3, most of the interiors were supposed to have a total of 13 classic Christmas tunes playing in the background, as opposed to the music some of the interiors normally play. Now what's cool about these songs is that they were essentially jolly holiday soundtracks for each location with a ton of variety based on the themes of their respective locations. For instance, the worn-in clothing store that mostly sells street-styled clothing had a hip-hop remix of Jingle Bells.
Now this is more like it. Oh, yeah, this is nice. This is nice.
While the more posh and pretentious Aquaberry had a jazz rendition of the same song. You like jazz, don't you, audience? Even the Tattoo trailer in Blue Skies used an instrumental rock cover of Walking in a Winter Wonderland.
Number 3, Nutcrackin stuff.
Oh, Jimmy, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Why, Miss Peters? What's the matter?
Well, you know how tonight is our Christmas pageant, right? It's kind of a pagan, spiritual, age-appropriate, loving thing we've got going on here. It's all about letting go and being really unself-conscious.
Sounds like heaven, miss.
Nutcrackin is by far one of the most disliked missions that were added to the Scholarship Edition as a means of incentivizing the people who already bought the game in 2006 to then buy the game again in 2008.
What? You gotta be joking, right? Oh, come on!
This mission sucks, but like almost every other mission in the game, you have very few things that are either changed or removed entirely. Thanks to Sweg getting his hands on a Wii dev kit, he was able to record some of this juicy footage of an unseen version of Nutcrackin. Following the introduction cutscene, the player was immediately thrown into the musical minigame and required to play the xylophone. The camera was different, Miss Peters played a different animation, and the second cutscene wasn't meant to play until halfway through the performance.
Thank you. And now for a real holiday treat, I give you the holiday medley. Yes. Yes. Please don't mess this up, Jimmy. Oh, yes. Christmas depends on you. Oh, yes. Thank you. It's all to them. Yes. Yes, yes.
And by shifting through the game's audio files, we can see that there's a set of 7 unused voice lines that were planned to be used for this mission. Generic audience, as they're called, would have heckled Jimmy throughout his performance.
Well, in my opinion, you look like the hero who saved the Christmas pageant.
Yeah? Well, it's not your opinion I'm worried about.
You'll be fine.
Jimmy, you suck!
Have you ever played that thing before?
The torture! The torture! Boo! Boo!
You'll be fine.
Number 4. Christmas lag. Being that Christmas is often the absolute peak of consumerism every year, it's a given that you're gonna see a lot of parents walking around local stores with their kids, especially when Santa comes to town.
I'm falling apart here.
And well, Rockstar attempted to emulate this in Bully by spamming the game with adults and kids walking around Bulworth Town. Both Rudy the Red-Nosed Santa and Christmas on Bulworth Street were initially set to have an abundance of parents taking their kids to go see Santa Claus.
Hey, I'm, Santa Claus.
In the final version of the game, the amount of characters used in these missions has been heavily reduced. In the Wii beta of Rudy the Red-Nosed Santa, you had to carefully aim the camera and take what feels like frame-perfect photos. Messing up a photo is incredibly easy, and the painful frame rate really doesn't help. By moving the camera slightly to the right, you get to see this absurd cluster of lag-inducing PEDs, just standing there, slowly frying your precious Wii dev kit. Now the frame rate appears fine in this video because I'm playing on an emulator, but playing this mission on an actual Wii is horrible. The problem here, and most likely the reason why Rockstar removed it, is the huge impact it had on the frame rate on both the Xbox 360 and the Nintendo Wii. And because Rockstar had to cut down on these PEDs, yet another set of voice lines were left unused. A character named Generic Mom would have appeared during Rudy the Red-Nosed Santa and delivered the following lines.
Stop whining and get this over with. If you don't start smiling, I'll really give you something to cry about. No smile, no presents. Can't you just pretend to enjoy this for Mommy? All right, fine. We're leaving.
And at number 5, we have Fake Santa's unused voice actor, character model, and cutscene audio. Not a whole lot is known about how exactly Christmas's Bulworth Street was supposed to end, but here's what we do know. The mission kicks off with the aforementioned homeless man pissing in an alleyway. Good start. Rudy, as he's called, is trying to run the typical come sit on Santa's lap and have your picture taken business.
No! What are you doing? Stop!
Jimmy is then given the task of clearing out the much less dodgy looking competition. To do so, Jimmy has to travel to the front of the town hall and destroy the Christmas decorations the fake Santa has set up. Parents and children would have fled. Fake Santa would have pleaded with the player to stop and eventually given up. We don't know how or why, but the fake beard the fake Santa is seen sporting would have been taken off, at which point the following cutscene audio is meant to play.
Ugh! That is it! I quit!
This mission ended up being heavily cut down by leaving the beardless character model unused, greatly reducing the amount of kids and parents, and not using the last cutscene audio. One thing the game's developers added was a new voice for the fake Santa.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!
Oh, ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
And what would you like from Santa this year?
And what would you like from Santa this year?
I'll have to check my list.
I'll have to check my list.
You guys want to help me out here, please?
Elves! You guys want to give old Santa a hand, eh?
So instead of sounding like some generic guy, he now has a very Santa-like voice. So yeah, good job, Rockstar.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a like and consider subscribing for more Bully content. Special thanks to the Bully beta enthusiast, SimonBestia, for providing me with a bunch of cool cinematic in-game footage, and a big thank you to my guest narrator, Mr. Saints Godzilla 21. If you're a fan of Saints Row, then I'd highly recommend checking out his channel. He covers a wide array of different topics ranging from glitches, mods, Easter eggs, and much more. And likewise, I'd recommend checking out SimonBestia if you're interested in Bully memes, Bully modding, or Bully beta research. Links down below. Now before I go, I just want to let you all know that I'm going to be doing 3 live streams this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday is going to be a Bully any % speedrun. Saturday will be the much requested continuation of my Manhunt 1 playthrough, and Sunday is either going to be a Manhunt playthrough session, another speedrun, or a new playthrough of GTA Liberty City Stories on the PlayStation 2. I'm gonna let you decide that one, so you know. Vote. Your vote counts, damn it. Make sure to tune in at 9 p.m. CET. And yet again, that's this Friday, and this Saturday, and you guessed it, this Sunday. Anyway, that's it for this video. You folks, as always, stay classy, and happy holidays. Peace.